Hi everyone! 1 second please. Y'all might have seen my arms do a little bit of this. There we go. Hi everyone! Good evening. How is everyone doing today? Hi! I was just posting on Twitter and I was like, I am just gonna do the image, just the image, that's it, for my Twitter post. And I was like, what if I did a quick little video? So right now I made a little quick video and posted on the going live tweet. And I was just like, real quick. Why am I so extra, guys? But hello. First acorn here was Andy. Congrats, 36 first. Woohoo! And thank you for the daily check-in. How's it going, Andy? Hi. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. It's Saturday. I'm feeling so comfy after resting earlier. Hello, Santi. Welcome. Thank you for the daily check-in. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Welcome. Hi. Hello, Mari. Hello, Santi. Hello, Andy. It's been alright here. Good. I was really tired earlier today and I was like, I don't think I could stream at 4 o'clock. I want to, but I was so tired. I took a little nap and Zandova had planned on getting pizza for us. I don't know if you guys have mod pizza in your area, but it is so good. It's like a personal size pizza. They make a 6-inch mini and then an 11-inch, which I don't know, maybe that's too big for personal because I usually don't finish the 11-inch one, but the 6-inch seemed kind of small. And I was gonna get the mini, but then I got the mod and now I got leftovers for later. And of course, I cannot resist cheesy garlic bread. If you guys don't have one in your area, it is so good because like I said, it's a personalized pizza. They don't charge extra for more toppings and it is so good. The only thing that kind of sucks is they kind of been getting rid of my favorite toppings. And I don't know, maybe they're not that popular, but first it was the sun-dried tomatoes. Now that was a while back, but I love sun-dried tomatoes and they got rid of those at some point. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, I got a recent obsession with mascarpone cheese, which is like cloud cheese, what I call it, because it looks so fluffy. Oh, it was so good. I started getting that, and then they got rid of it. I think they also had chorizo at some point. I didn't get this one personally, but Zandova liked the chorizo, so they got rid of that. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But they do have pretty good ingredients nonetheless. And they have a spicy red sauce. That's what I get on my pizza. Zandova gets just a regular marinara. But it's so good. I feel so much better after resting, eating pizza. Probably should have made some tea. But I didn't have time, I guess. Maybe Zandova will make me some tea. Also, I need to clean my desk up a little bit. I have 2 cups at my desk. What's the bomb for? I didn't even finish saying my desk is a mess. It can't be for that. Hi, Aqua. How's it going? Hi. Because I was too lazy to make tea. Oh, thank you so much for the first time chat and welcome, Sensen Jan. What do you like to go by? Sensen? Jan? Sensen Jan? How is your Saturday going? Oh, let me show you guys. I'll get in my corner. Here is Fred and how he's going so far. It's funny because I put down my mat and then the camera was so kind of a weird color. And then I put down this stuff and then it got a little lighter. So I don't know how this stuff works. Oh! Come back. Jen, I guess it's your own name anyway, so don't worry. Pretty mixed. What about you? Oh, I did not even, whoopsies. I didn't even look at that. So the problem with my new setup is what do you call it? I have to put my stream information behind chat. So now I don't see it. I probably need to put it somewhere else. Where can I put it? Crafting stream. Craft. category. Is it crafters and... Oh, makers and crafting. Here you go. I think I have a typo in there. Hold on. Featuring, not featuring anymore. That's what it was. Crafting stream. Woof, 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 woof. I need to figure out how mods can update stuff. Because I saw Mix It Up, y'all can, but I don't know how. But yeah, Pretty Mix, what about you? My day's been great. I was gonna stream at 4 o'clock, but I was very sleepy, so I actually did a lot of clip editing this morning to post on stuff, so I relaxed after that and had some pizza. It was a very good mod pizza. It's all pretty good so far. Kuru, thank you for the daily check-in. I hope you're having a good Saturday. How's the project going? It's going, you know, not too bad. I feel like he's looking a bit wibbly wobbly, you know. I think my stitches weren't as tight in some areas, so he's a little look here. He's a little misshaped, probably. He's also probably a lot larger because of the spaces, but he's supposed to be 5 inches tall and 5 inches wide, so I don't have a ruler, but that might be a little bigger than he's supposed to be because of my since this is my first time stitching, I didn't do it tight enough on some of these. He's looking a little wibbly wobbly, but I still love my little Fred. Hopefully on my next project it'll be a little better, since I've learned a few, or I've gotten some practice in with crocheting. Because let me see, I have the lion that I started with a friend the other day. Hold on, let me grab him real quick. So I don't hang out with IRL friends that often, so I was going to my friend's house and the boys were gonna play Magic. We're trying to figure out what we were gonna do. So we bought Sebastian the Lion. I think he's in here where I started. Not as far as this one, but I feel like it was coming out better. There he is. I feel him. So we bought 2 kits, one for me, one for her, and it's cool because they all come with the things. So I feel like this one's looking a little tighter already in certain areas. So I gotta finish that one too. Wait, that's so amazing. Is there a website to obtain such a nice creature? Yeah, they're called Woobles. So if you look up the Woobles, this right here, you can buy kits. They have a lot of beginner sets, some small ones, some big ones, and there's videos to help you on how to make it. It teaches you how to do like the basic stitch. It's really cool. Does it come with 2? No, it comes with 1. It just comes with all the items you need to make one of whatever you're making. There you go. So it'll come with the yarn, and you can get the video. Comes with a pre-made like little beginning piece. Then it comes with your hook and stuffing, the thingies for the eyes, a yarn needle. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, the Woobles. I just Googled and found fishing baits. Did you spell it right? Woobles with 2 O's. The Woobles. Yeah, let me see. I think their website is just thewoobles.com. The Woobles. The Woobles. Oh god. I got a long link. Here you go. The Woobles. They also have a Twitter, I think. Yeah, it's been fun learning. Oh, there it is. I was like, what happened to my hook? And I'm a big fan of making things, so I was like, I kind of want to make stuff on stream, and This seemed really fun. I kept getting ads for it on Instagram, so they got me. They got me with the ads. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it out. Instagram, and it's cool. They have such nice packaging too. Honestly, I'm a sucker for like nice packaging, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice. Yeah, we still have more stuffing in here I haven't used yet. Here's this thread. Let's see. This guy. Let's put this here. Okay, the rest should be stuffing. Yeah, it looks like a nice gift idea. I think it'd be an amazing gift idea. Want something you could make for someone, or something you could just buy for someone that likes to make things like I do. I know if I got something like this as a gift, I would be super happy. I don't know, it depends on if you're the kind of person who likes to make things, or if you want to buy it for a maker. Also, is this around 12? Something else I want to show you guys since I have them here. I posted these on my Discord, but look at these moths I got from Puff Pals. I got the little Puff Pals here. They're so pretty. It's actually pretty big too. Look at this guy. Takes up like my whole camera. How pretty. And I had the other one, the night and or the day and the night. They're so fluffy. Wow. Here are the babies. The babies. Actually, I should do. I should flip them. I was looking for my post-it note that has what stitching we're on. We did this last. Is it underneath here? Ah, it's underneath here. That's where I couldn't find it. Round 14 is what we did last. Okay. I did give one to a sibling recently. Oh, that's awesome! I'm glad. You're giving me a lot of gift ideas. Yes! I actually like buying gifts a lot too for friends. I've been buying friends like artwork more recently because it's the easiest thing to gift an online friend is digital art of their characters, or my character and their character. Or Steam, buying people games on Steam if I have them on there. There we go. Okay. I actually haven't pulled up speaking of instructions earlier, I haven't pulled up the instructions yet. The first part, actually I don't know if some of them are all videos. The one I made, oh, you know what? Why did I close out the website? I have to go to the website. I linked it in my chat and then I closed it. Okay, so you have to go to tutorials for your kit. And then it's pretty interesting because they have a left-handed and a right-handed. I don't know what the difference is, but it's nice that they have that option. Okay, around 10 and
now you know all the stitches you need to know.
I guess we'll listen to this. Let's see. Well, let's see what she has to say.
To make this wooble. So when you're done with this round, your piece should look something like this. It should start off narrow, become a little bit bigger because this is the head. This is in fact the front of the head where it pokes out. Get a little bit narrower again for the neck, and then poof out a little bit for a little plump belly.
Oh, plump
Don't
belly.
worry if your piece is lumpy like this. We are going to stuff it in a few steps, so it's going to get nice and smooth soon. We're about to do something different next, so you don't need to have your hook in your piece anymore. So pull your hook.
Oh, I think that's once I'm done with 10 through 19, but I'm on 14. Actually, where's the downloads? I don't know what people want when it comes to art, and since I can't even draw stigma, I ain't even trying. Well, I hire people. I don't draw stuff myself. I hire artists to draw stuff, and I hire artists that I like and hope that they like it too. I've never had anyone tell me like, why'd you get art in this style or this by this artist? So I don't know. I feel like if someone's making you a gift or giving you a gift, it would be kind of rude to be picky about it. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. If someone drew me or gave me a present, I would be just grateful. How did I get to the paper instructions? Oh.
And now you know all the stitches.
That's closed caption. Which part do you not know about? Oh, download pattern. Okay, got it. Let's see. But I personally think buying art is like an amazing gift. Obviously, you have to know who you're gifting to choose a gift, right? So, you know, maybe some people don't buy art. Maybe it's like a pretty niche thing. Here you go. Round 15 is 32 singles. Let's see. Oh, I need to move my my counter here. Okay, since we're starting a new round, I was gonna try to figure out how to zoom in my camera a little bit more, and I feel like it'd be better to be closer to my hands, but we'll see. I love buying art from artists because it's a great way for me to spend my money, and there's some amazing artists out there, and I love supporting artists. That's how I feel about it. Okay, since we're starting a new one, I'm going to put this over here so we know where that round ended. And we're gonna try to do a little tighter. Oh, we're not even crochet position. All right, here, crochet position. Oh, I was on Amazon the other day and I saw that you can buy like a ring that has like a little hook to help with like holding your tension. And I was like, oh, I don't need one, but I want one. I don't need one, but I want one. I didn't buy it, but I wanted one. I guess I just don't have trust for it. Yeah, I mean, you know, spend your money on what makes you happy. You don't want to spend money on something you think is going to stress you out. I have a lot of artists that I go back to and commission now. Like I bought several pieces from them. So I have my people I trust. And every now and then I take a leap of faith on another person. If I didn't take a leap of faith, you wouldn't see me here. We wouldn't have this artwork. I didn't draw this. This was done by someone else. Alright, 32 singles. I remember how to stitch crochet. Yeah, it's an investment. Hello, gamer vlogger. How's it going? Hi. I figure out this one's a little tight, I guess. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, we're gonna get in there. Get in there. Crochet. mean, people's definition of excessive is different from person to person. For me, it was an investment, not excessive at all. Especially because there's artists with different prices. So you can definitely find someone that's within your budget. And people spend a lot of money on things like cars, for example. You know, everyone has something I think they spend on, like a luxury product. So I don't think it's fair to say it's excessive. Because that person who's making the art also needs to make enough money to pay their bills, right? So they're setting their prices in accordance to what's going to make them profit for their time, what their time is worth. So I think it's fair for artists to price their art at whatever they deem worth their time, their talents, and their craft. For them to make a living wage. Like, I bet something like this, if it was handmade, it would be very expensive. Because somebody took their time to learn how to crochet. And, you know, maybe make their own pattern, probably. It's a luxury. It's not a necessity. Thank you for the lurk, gamer, and hello TMI. How's it going? Hi. This one I haven't really been counting because we should end up with 32 at the end, right? Right, it's gonna be 32, hopefully. Hopefully 32. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. This row came out really nice. Look at that. Look at that row. Very nice and tight. Yeah, I waste a lot of money in Siege, but from prices I saw so far, it's a lot because, like I said, that person needs to make, you know, their money's worth. You don't know how many hours it takes to make that. You know, if you calculate minimum wage times hours they take on that, it probably isn't equal to a good fair hourly wage, to be honest, in most cases, depending on how low the prices are. And that's why it's more expensive. Plus, you also have to consider someone's reputation and supply and demand. There's a lot of things that go into making artist prices, which is why I say it's not fair to say it's excessive. Because that person needs to make their money, you know. My new model that I got for Liliana, the artwork took 1 month. 1 month. Now let's say that's 1,200 in a month. And who knows how much other work they can complain that time. You know? Next row is, oh, I'm gonna write this down. If I have a pen. That was round 15. Stay, Fred. Fred, I need a pin. There, okay. Where's my good pin? Aha! I found it. And I would say that price is just for artwork, you know? For someone to animate and do all this. Now let me show off my model. Because to have all this hair movement, wings, tail, everything, it's a lot of work. Hours upon hours of work. For me to be here talking. Yeah, for me, it was one of the best investments I have ever made. Round 15 it was just 32 singles. Trophies. 1, 2. Let me count over here. Push in my keyboard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. $30, $31, $32. Might have been a little bit more. That's okay. I thought I wasn't gonna have enough for a second there. Alright, that was round 15. So, round 16 is gonna be a single. Wait, a decrease? Wonder why. I'm not gonna question it. Okay, so 2 singles plus a decrease 8 times. Okay, so round number 16. Singles and a decrease. Okay. Wait. No, my pen! Okay, it's fine. Curious, do you speak more than one language? Yes, my family is from Mexico, so I speak Spanish, but I don't speak it on stream. And I don't speak it very well either, as in I'm forgetting certain words. Right? Like I can hold a conversation, I can understand people, but there's words I don't know. I have to move this back here. Okay. So, tighten this up a little bit. Two singles and a decrease. I think that's a little too loosey-goosey. 1, 2, and then a decrease, you guys haven't seen this, is where you loop, instead of going through both right here, we loop just 1 from here and then 1 from a second one. So that'll turn these 2 loops into 1. So it's called a decrease. And then right there, we just have 1. So that was, so I'm definitely gonna write down number 1. We're gonna do this how many times? Round 16, 8 times. Do 2 singles and a decrease. I don't think that's a definition of a dead language. Usually dead languages are languages that are not spoken anymore. Like, what's that one? Yeah, I mean, I thought about like learning other languages, but for me, I wouldn't practice them enough to be fluent enough at them. So I feel like it'd be a waste of time. There's so many things I want to do. One. And 2. Okay, and then a decrease. Boop. Boop. Pull through. Okay, that was 2 singles and decrease. Two, I hope. Boop, boop. Oops, oops. Okay, there you go. Back on track. Okay, 2, and then a decrease. Here. 1 and 2. Okay, 2 singles and a decrease. Number 3. Here we need to learn 3 languages in total. I guess that's good. Well, not good if you're not actually going to use it though. You think they want you to learn languages you're actually going to use like in your area. Spanish is good here. I live in Texas, so super close to Mexico. So a lot of people around here speak English, or English and Spanish. So that's one good reason to know Spanish here. Two. Decrease. Okay, we're halfway there. Bum, bum, bum. To be fair, one of our native, the other one is English. She learned since 2nd grade. 3rd is when you want to get the highest education without going to uni. Oh, so it's not required. Only some people have to do it? Let's see. 2. Wait, was that 2? Hopefully I did that right. Not a decrease, I hope. Decrease, decrease. Oh, wait. 5. Oh, no, wait, this is... That was 6. Oh my god. 6. What do I have left? So it should be 1, 2, decrease, 7, 2, decrease, 8. Oh, okay, yeah. Now we're on the right track. Burn. Okay. Wait. Come here. Where is it? Why? There you go. Wait. There's only that one left. I think this will be it. Sorry, I went off the screen a little bit there, I think. Okay, so how many should that be? 32? No. Yes, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait. No, which am I on? Round 16. 24. Oh, that makes more sense. 11, 12, 13, 5. 25. Oh. Wait, what just happened here? I have an idea. Let's count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 23. I have 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. What? single here. That will put us at 24. Don't do this at home, kids. Only a professional. Just kidding, I'm not a professional. Now that'll be 24. But it's weird that it's like right at the middle. It got shorter. Maybe this is the end of his neck. No, it's weird. Now, move our pin. Right here. Alright, that was round 16. Round 17 is gonna be 24 singles. Round 17. 24 single crochet. Wait, or did I already move it? I did. Yeah, because I came from this way. Ha, ha. This way is where the string is pulling from. There we go. What is magic 8-ball? I don't think I have that. Okay, 24, here we go. Try to make them nice and tight. It worked! Well, now we know. I think Io tried that the other day. Alright, chat, or not chat, mods, please don't bully streamer with the capability to change the title. It's not that I'm not grateful that you think I'm adorable or anything. Sorry, I don't know my buttons. I can't see. Here we go. Cha. Good shot. That's right. I will be responsible good. I trust you, Aqua. Out of both my mods, I guess we have a few more. I trust you the most. You know? I suppose not. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so you know what? I'll have to agree with you. Just making sure you're paying attention. I'm glad these are single stitches because I'm not paying attention to this. Autopilot crocheting, cross stitching. Wait. Bum, bum, bum. I'm here, I'm just tuning into different conversations. Ooh, multitasking. Yeah, I like to multitask too. Except when I'm streaming, of course. Well, kind of multitasking, right? Because I'm doing something, chatting with you guys. That's sort of multitasking. Bum, 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 bum. Whew. Okay, let's see. Did we end up with 24 of these? I hope so. I feel like I can. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. What? You know what? Where should he keep going? How's he looking? I don't know. I feel like his head's too big. Isn't his head too big? Also, I feel like I need a hair tie. Let me do a quick BRB. I'm gonna get some water and stretch my legs for a second. Turn on my fan more. And just a quick break. Alright. BRB, 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 BRB. I'm back. Felt like I was forgetting something when I came back. I put my hair up, got my water, refilled it. Tugboat is here now. She's your baby. Oh, she's your Tugboat. Tugboat, come here. Little baby. And stretch my legs. Oh, hiccup, hiccup. Oh god, that fish is funny but terrifying. Oh, I have like an old to-do list here. It's still not done yet. One more thing on there. Okay, ready to get back to crafting. Oh, I let the dogs in, but hopefully they're not gonna be rowdy. Don't be rowdy, you guys. Memes. I can put this here. Put her there. Alright, that was round 17. Can't read my own handwriting. Round 17. 18's gonna be also a decrease. Okay. Oh, maybe this is it. Maybe this is his body. Oh no. This is the bottom of him. That's probably why it's decreasing now. This is it. This is like gonna be the whole thing. I feel like his head is so big compared to the tutorial. Oh no, I'm sorry, Fred. What have I done to you? What have I done? But there's so much green left. You know? Oh, the tail. We saw the tail. Maybe they give you extra thread. I'm sorry, Fred. I have done you wrong. Oh. Wait, this isn't my... I was about to start crocheting with this. This isn't my hook. Okay, so. Okay, focus. 18. Decrease, single. Have you ever played Animal Crossing? Yeah! I played, Horizon and New Leaf. Did you ever build this? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think I have. I probably need to play like around winter time, huh? I don't think I ever played Animal Crossing for like a whole year to where I could see all the seasons. I don't remember if I've seen the snow. Okay. Decrease, single, 8 time. Decrease. Oh, what did I do? You can make the head or body much bigger than the other. Oh, that's what he looks like? Is that what you're saying, Aqua? Yeah, he got big head. Like Snowman. Okay, and then single. Decrease. Oh. Come back. Oh, I'll just do it again. It's reminding me of it, yes. You do got a big head. Did I? Yeah, looks like I did it. Okay. Oh, someone borking. And last one is just a bunch of singles. Cool. I was a little overconfident there for a second. Okay. There you go. stuck together. All right. I think maybe his eyes are a little bit lower than they need to be. Maybe that's why it looks kind of funny. I wonder if I can take the eyes out. Use them. I probably can't because it's like a thing. Like this. Probably pops in and then pop out. Oh. Attach the eyes. Stuff the head and the body. I guess he needs more stuffing. Ah! Cheesy joke! Alright, let me see. So I need to take out stuffing. I think some of that's going to be for the tail, but I feel like most of it's going to go in here. So, let me pull out a cheesy joke card. Let's see. Actually read the right one this time. Let's see. Why can't Swiss cheese be a part of a fat-free diet? Because it's made with whole milk. But Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very good at reading. Maybe his tail. Oh, let me read ahead. I don't know if his tail actually has stuff. I'm just kind of assuming he does. The tail. Okay. Arms? Arms? He has arms? He has little arms! Spikes. Where's the tail? Oh, tail's up here. This will fasten off, leaving a long yarn tail. Starting with a yarn tail used. Okay, I'm definitely watching the video for the. But I guess he doesn't need stuffing for the tail. Okay. Means. You can put all the stuff in. Let's do this side. This side looks better. I think it's the eye. I think it needs to be higher. Sorry, Fred. need more of the left too. Maybe the eye's supposed to be like right here. It's down here. Hello, Roscoe! How's it going? We got Fred's body and head done. It's not that bad, actually. It's gonna be interesting to see how to do the tail, though. Oh, I keep picking up my pen instead of my needle. Alright. Let's see. Which way are we crocheting? Today has been a fun day for me. Good! I'm glad. Today was a pretty good day for me, too. Mostly relaxing. I had some really good pizza today. Okay. This last one is 8 decreases, so that's interesting. No, supposed to do a regular one. Okay. Let's see, my yarn's getting away. Okay, 3. Uh-oh. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Perfect. Woo. All right. Oh my god, 8. Wait, what happened to my page? Let me go down. Alright. Fasten off, leaving a long tail. Thread a needle with the tail. Use it to pull the yarn through the front loops of each stitch. Pull tightly to close the remaining gap. Wait, what? Thank you for the blood donation. Sometimes this needs to be closed down here, but I don't understand. Actually, let's watch the video for this part, because is that round 20? Yeah, let's watch round 20.
Okay, here you've done the very last round of this piece. And if you are like me, you have a giant gaping hole in the middle, but don't worry, that is totally normal and totally okay. And I'm going to show you how to get rid of that hole in the next step.
Oh, okay.
So the pattern says you're done making a ball, but you still have a hole in the middle of your ball. Don't worry, that's totally normal. To close it, you're going to need a tapestry needle, which is inside the envelope that came with your kit, called the Wee Woobly Bits. And you'll also need
We
some
will
scissors.
bits.
So first things first, we're gonna cut the yarn connected to the yarn ball about 6 inches away from the stitch that you just made. So I'm gonna cut it somewhere around here.
6 inches.
And then I'm gonna take my hook and then pull the hook.
Like right here. I think I have scissors somewhere over here. Wanting to open snacks. Wherefore art thou scissors? Okay. Chew it? Hold on. I have scissors somewhere in here. Mom can't find her scissors. Ah, here they are. See me? Alright. Not very cute scissors, but you know what? They'll do the trick. Oh, these are my head. This is my headset. Look. Okay. Sorry, I don't know how to respond to that, but glad you had fun. Roscoe? Okay. Now I have scissors, like 6 inches away. I'll just say like right here. Oh god. Oh god. Mess it up. Okay, extra yarn. Scissors. Okay, okay. It's gonna be okay.
I'm gonna cut it somewhere around here.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna take my hook and then pull the hook away from me so that the yarn that's on the hook goes completely through the loop. So I've just got one strand, which is inside the envelope that came with your kit, called the Wee Woobly Bits. And you'll also need some scissors.
Look at tiny scissors in the video.
We're gonna cut the yarn connected to the yarn ball about 6 inches away from the stitch that you just made. So I'm gonna cut it somewhere around here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my hook and then pull the hook away from me so that the yarn that's on the hook goes completely through the loop. So I've just got one strand of yarn coming out now. Then I'm gonna put the hook aside. I don't need it anymore for this part. I'm gonna thread this yarn tail.
Wait, but if you pull it through, it's gonna get rid of the last loop I just did. Do I need to make another loop? I don't understand. Maybe there's something.
Okay, here you've. Now it is time to stuff this body. So you want to grab that little pillow. Now that I've got both eyes where I want them to be, I need to secure them with the washers, these gray discs. So I want to use these washers so that the flat part is against the fabric. What I'm going to do is look at the inside of my piece, and I probably can't reach those eyes unless I move this fabric a bit to poke it out again. All right, there we go. I can see the pointy parts of the eyes. I'm gonna put the washer on the stem with the flat part of the washer facing the fabric, facing the yarn. And then I'm gonna push down on the edges of this washer while also pushing up on
Oh, Santi,
the
thank you
eye.
for the big stretch
Push
and the hydrate.
washer down
Stay.
so that it cinches the yarn. For this little guy, it looks something like this.
Gotta take care of the squirrel. Yes, yes, please take care of the squirrel.
Now it is time to stuff this box that came in my kit, but how much you use kind of depends on how tightly you crochet. Leave a little bit of stuffing behind so you can use it later to lightly stuff the tail. And at this point, my stuffed piece looks like this.
I didn't leave any for the tail. Yeah, his eyes are definitely a little crooked. Or a little crooked.
Okay, here you've done the very last round. So the pattern says you're done making a ball, but you still have a hole in the middle of your ball. Don't worry, that's totally normal. To close it, you're gonna need a tapestry needle, which is inside the envelope that came with your kit, called the Wee Woobly Bits, and you'll also need some scissors. So first things first, we're gonna cut the yarn connected to the yarn ball about 6 inches away from the stitch that you just made. So we're gonna cut it somewhere around here. And then I'm gonna take my hook and then pull the hook away from me so that the yarn that's on the hook goes completely through the loop. So I've just got one strand of yarn coming out now. Then I'm gonna put the hook aside. I don't need it anymore for this part. I'm gonna thread this yarn tail through the tapestry needle.
Oh my god. I should do it so fast. I do it like this. Ha! Alright, threaded.
Now you're gonna put this tapestry needle under the front loops of every stitch of this last round, starting with the one marked by the stitch marker. So take a look at the V that the stitch marker is under, and remember the front loop is the side of the V that is closer to you. So it is this part of the V. And you're always gonna pull your tapestry needle from the outside of the circle to the inside, so it should feel like you're moving your needle from the bottom up, and every time you pull it through a loop, pull it tight. Alright, I just finished that and the hole has disappeared. Now to make sure that everything I did stays intact, I'm going to stick the needle into the middle of this hole and out some...
Hold on. Tutorial, you're getting ahead of me. Okay, so I need to... here. Every loop. Ta-da! Ah!
I'm going to pull it through a loop, pull it tight. Alright, I just finished that and the hole has disappeared. Now to make sure that everything I did stays intact, I'm going to stick the needle into the middle of this hole and out somewhere on the other side of the body, anywhere really. The goal is to get this yarn caught up in the stuffing on the inside of the piece so that it doesn't move and accidentally unravel. So once you pull that yarn through your piece, you can take the tapestry needle off and pick up your scissors again. You're gonna cut the yarn as close to the surface of your piece as possible, taking care not to actually cut the surface of your piece. And then if you have any remaining pieces of yarn visible there, you're just going to massage your piece until it disappears on the inside.
Massage Fred.
And now you have a finished wooble body.
Okay. It's a Fred! Ah, it's a Fred! Yay! With his crooked eyes and everything. He is our Fred. New friend acquired! Yes! We still gotta make his tail and his little arms. I didn't know they had arms. I'm so excited. I think we'll finish today, guys. Okay. I'm definitely gonna watch the video for the tail. We learn next. Make a center ring. Rounds 2 to 6, invisible, fasten off, and sew on a 3D piece.
It's time to learn how to start a round crochet piece all by yourself.
All by myself.
Round crochet pieces, like plushies or hats, often start with something called a magical loop.
Magical loop?
It's called magical because there's no hole in the center. That's why it's extremely popular for amigurumi plushies in particular, because it looks nice and neat. But since it's your first time crocheting, a magic loop can be pretty hard to do. So instead of doing this technique, I'm going to show you how to do this technique, which is called crocheting a ring into a chain. As you can see, there's a small hole in the middle, but the plus side is it's easier to do, so at least you'll have a circle to be able to crochet into. If you'd rather take on the challenge of learning how to make a magic loop, click on the help icon below. Otherwise, grab your green yarn and follow along.
I'm ready.
You first need to make what's called a slip knot. To make a slip knot, lay out your yarn horizontally, then pick up the yarn tail and loop that once around.
Sorry, I dropped my hook. Where'd it go?
Round itself. So the yarn's intersecting at one point. Then pick up the other side of the loop and then fold that loop over the rest of the yarn like the page of a book. So now the rest of the yarn is somewhere in the middle of that loop that you just folded over. Pick up the yarn that's in the middle of the loop with one hand and then pick up the yarn tail with the other and pull those two in opposite directions until a knot is formed. That is called a slip knot.
I learned to make a slip knot. This is really weird. Maybe I tighten that too tight too right here.
Now you're going to make what's called a chain stitch. So get into regular crocheting position and hold on to the knot that you just made with your thumb and...
Oh, I do need to pull it through. This.
your middle finger. So your hook is in front of the working yarn like normal with the tip of the hook facing you. We're gonna yarn over and then pull that yarn through the loop that's on your hook. So you have one loop left on your hook, and that is a chain stitch. Super easy. So let's pause because we want to mark this first chain stitch. So I'm gonna pull my hook away from my piece to make that loop bigger so I don't lose my work. I'm gonna rotate my piece a little bit so I can take a look and admire that horizontal V that I just made. That was chain stitch.
Beautiful.
I'm going to pick up the green stitch marker and use it to split that V. Like so. Now we're going to make a second chain stitch, so stick your hook back into this loop. Remember to put it in so that if you pull on the yarn connected to the yarn ball, the piece of yarn that's moving is the one that's closer to you. Pull it just tight enough so that this loop on your hook is the size of the tip of your hook, and then wrap the yarn around your hand again like normal. This time you're going to hold on to the stitch you just made in that stitch marker with your thumb and your middle finger so that you have more control over everything, and do another chain stitch. So that again is a yarn over and then pulling that yarn through the loop that's on your hook. So you should have one loop on your hook. Okay, now we are ready to create a single crochet stitch. This is the first single crochet stitch of however many single crochet stitches the pattern says to put in the magic loop. So we want to put it in the first chain we made, which is the one that we marked with this green stitch marker. So pull the green stitch marker off to the left so it gets out of your way, and then stick your hook in the hole, same hole immediately to the right of it. So we're going to do a single crochet stitch like we have been. The only difference is that when you start, it looks like you've got 2 strands of yarn on the hook this time. So yarn over, bring the yarn through the hole that the hook just went through. So you've got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, and pull through both loops on the hook.
I hope this is right.
And you've completed the first single crochet stitch. And just like we did with the first stitch of every round that we made in the body, we want to pause and pick up the orange stitch marker and put it in the first stitch that we just made, because this is the first stitch of round 1. So tilt your piece to look at the rim, look at what V the loop on your hook traces back into. That is the V that you just made, the first stitch you just made. You can take your hook out, by the way, to make this easier. Stick your orange stitch marker under that V so that now you know where your round starts.
I don't know if this is looping like it's supposed to, but we'll find out.
And now we're going to make 3 more single crochets in the hole marked by the green stitch marker. If you're feeling pretty confident that you can see where the hook needs to go without the help of the green stitch marker, you can go ahead and take it off to prevent this hole from getting stretched out too much. But if you still needed to see where you need to put your hook, leave it in there. Better safe than sorry. So stick your hook in the hole from the front to the back so it looks like you have 2 loops of yarn on your hook. Yarn over, bring the yarn through the first loop on the hook. So you got 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, bring it through both loops on the hook. That was the second single crochet stitch. When you're done with all 4 stitches in the circle, it'll look something like this. And at this point,
Okay, so second one, half. Let's see. What? Third. Okay, does this look like the one?
the first loop on the hook. So you got 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, bring it through both loops on the hook. That was the second single crochet stitch. When you're done with all 4 stitches in the circle, it'll look something like this. And at this point, if you haven't already done so, take out the green stitch marker. You won't need it anymore.
I think it looks similar.
To start the round after a magic circle, you're going to want to crochet into the stitch marked by the stitch marker, because remember, that is the first stitch of round 1. And now you want to put the first stitch of round 2 into the first stitch of round 1. You also want to just make sure that you're holding your circle the right way. At this point, the hook should be on the right, and that stitch marker should be immediately to the left of it. Here's what the piece should look like when you're done crocheting all of the rounds.
Why was she talking only my left ear? It spooked me. Hers is kind of far away like mine is though, like right here. Also, I feel like it'd be hard to get into. But, okay. Round 2 is gonna be... She's in the room watching you now. She's in the walls. She's in the house. Did y'all's headset do that too though? It only came from like the left ear. Oh my god, it's creepy. She's inside your walls. Get out of my walls, ma'am. You gotta pay rent to live here. Okay. Okay, so it's single and increase times 2, 6 times. Wait. Oh, it'll make 6. Okay. Yeah, I was only in the left ear. So weird. Okay, single and then increase. Okay. I don't have enough things. Twice. No, I guess that's right. Okay. I'm so nervous, guys. This is harder than when they gave me the loop. Give me the loop. Give me the loop. Also, like, stab this through the thread. Okay, that's what I need to do. Before I do this, I gotta fix this thing here. Whoa. Unintended biannual ASMR. Okay. There. No. There we go. Now it's actually in the loop right there. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hup, hup, hup. Single and then increase. Okay. This is too tight. then the increase. Oh, whew. This feels kind of messy, but oh, let me let Maya out. She's crying at the door to be let out. I'm coming. I'm coming. They're out. Probably want to hang out with the boys playing magic out there. Much more fun than me sitting here just crocheting for the doggos. Okay. Only two. Let me see. One, two, okay. That'll be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you put this here. Next, round 3 is 2 singles. No, wait. 2 increase, 2 singles. 2 singles. 2 singles, 2 increase, 2 singles. Two singles, now 2 increases. 2 2 singles. I feel like I have an extra one. Wah! Wah! Don't tell anyone, but I'm doing a decrease because I think we have an extra one, right? Should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. I can get through the loop. There. Okay, that should be 8. You're really good at this, Mari. Oh no, I'm just learning. This is my very first project with a kit, and he's a little loose in some stitches, but it's been fun making him though. He's a little wibbly wobbly, but is a woobles. Oh my god, cute! What are those? Oh, it's a like a crochet kit. I was like, hi Red, how's it going? It's a little crochet kit where you get to build like little animals. This one's Fred the dinosaur, and we finished his head and his. Let's do this. I think this is a good side. Get him on his good side. I got his head and his body, and we're making his tail right now, right here. Which hopefully I did right. I started right, hopefully. So now we can take this off here and put it on our last stitch on this round. Round number 2, which I need to write down because I'm gonna forget what round I'm on if I don't write it down. Round 2. Round 2. Fight! So let's get off another sticky. We did round 1, round 2. Still, you're doing really good. You know, it's not completely a mess. Round 3. Actually, that was technically round 3. Round 3. So round 4 is 3 singles, 2 increases, and 3 singles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 3 singles. That was 3. Oh my god, I'm already like, is that 3? 2 increases and 1, 2. is already wrong. Let's see, it's gonna be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't even do increases to get 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's just singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do this and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, hopefully this is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Ooh, I think I can make one more here. And 10. Now we pull this here, take it out. That was round 4, right? 4. 5 is 4 singles, 2 increases, and 4 singles. That makes sense mathematically. Four singles. Four singles, 2 increases, and 4 singles, yeah. Right, 2 increases. 2 increases, and then 4 singles. And 4. And pull it out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This one's kind of long for some reason. Look at this V. Compare the other ones. Here, this first one. Oops. Okay, you know what? We have 12. That's all that matters. This goes here. Round 5 is complete. This is the last one, round 6. Be hello pies, how's it going? Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hey. Look, Fred is, you know, he's our friend. He's a dinosaur. He's looking all right. Oh my god, hand reveal. Yeah, I've done baking streams, and this is my 3rd crocheting stream. This is my hands. Oh, I even bought fake nails I was gonna put on, but I forgot today. I was gonna make my nails look pretty, but sorry guys, you guys get my natural stubby hands and fingers. I have small hands. You just did the most embarrassing thing. What happened? What happened? What happened? Alright, 5 singles, 2 increases, 5 singles. Gotta count. 1. Oh, I think I gotta make this tight because it's already kind of loose. Let's see. Extra tight, extra tight. Fred is taking shape. Yes, he is. Okay, 1. 2. I gotta keep counting. 3. 4. And 5. Alright. 2 increases. One. Two. And then 5 singles. Perfect. Okay. 2. 3. 4. And last one for this round is 5. Oh my god, it's long. Play solo on Fortnite and randomly get kicked out of the match. Midway for teaming with other players, which I didn't have a clue about. So I go into the match replay, go to the part, and it turns out there was a real player pretending to be one of the Fortnite NPCs. And I thought it wasn't a real person. I didn't know you could get kicked out for teaming up with other people. Huh. So I almost got banned for getting troll. Oh my god, that would have been a kick. I'm glad you didn't. How long is a ban for something like that? For teaming up with other people? Okay, here's the beginning of Fred's tail. Look at his little tail. I don't know how long this is gonna be.
So you've finished the last stitch of the last round of your piece, and now we need to make what's called an invisible fasten off. So right now, this piece is gonna have a visible open edge on our plushie, and we don't like how it looks like there's this gap, this jump between the first stitch of the round and the last stitch of the round. Doing the invisible fasten off is gonna smooth that so it looks like one nice smooth circle, and we're gonna do that by
this is his
creating
whole
a
tail.
big horizontal V. To do the invisible fasten off, you're gonna need the tapestry needle that came in the envelope labeled the wee woobly bits that came in your kit.
Okay, here it is. If it's like the first time, you get a warning, but it keeps happening, it's like a day or so, then it keeps happening repeatedly. After that, it can be like a permanent ban. We're afraid to be that bad. You have to keep like deliberately doing it. Yeah, it makes sense. That's crazy though.
So first thing you gotta do is cut a yarn tail. And the way you tell how long
really?
to cut that yarn tail is that one.
This actually is a whole tail? I thought it was gonna be bigger. Wait, like this. I have a lot of green yarn left. What if I made his tail a little bit bigger, huh? What do you guys think? I don't think his tail's big enough for the little dinosaur. Yes, Aqua? No, I didn't walk past the NPC and think, wait a minute, they're holding out a building thing. Oh, yeah, which NPCs can't. I'm so blind. I don't think I would have noticed. I would have been like, oh, it's fish sticks. Especially with the picture. Doesn't it look like his tail's a little bit... Oh, hold on. I have to do it this way for you guys. Can his tail be a little bit longer? I'm gonna do one more round of stitches. Just because I can. Just singles. Did an advanced maneuver in Super Mario 64 speedrunning because my friend made me. He made you? Oh! Ooh, share a clip. I'd like to see. It looks bigger. Yeah, right? Doesn't it look bigger? I'm gonna make another round. Just singles, nothing crazy. Boom, boom. Honestly, it's probably because our Fred's a bit of a chunky boy. I was on this for an hour. That's one way to motivate a friend, right? Might even do another round or two. Okay, pull. How do we feel about this? Maybe one more round? This is good. Like this. Actually, that should be good, right? Yeah, okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Think it looks good too? Okay, nice. Nice little tail. Alright, now we'll learn how to do the whatchamacallit.
One, you want it to be at least 6 inches long, but if you're going to be attaching this piece to another piece, you need this yarn to be long enough that you can use it to sew this piece onto the other piece. So it's got to be at least 3 times the length of the edge of whatever piece is going to be sewn on, just to be safe. So I'm gonna cut it right around here.
Like,
Then you can pull your hook away from the piece so that the loop that's on the hook gets really big until the yarn goes completely through that last stitch that you made. And then you can put your hook aside. You don't need that anymore. Now that you have a
okay, I'm gonna do it. This is probably longer than I need, but I don't want to have less than I need. Let's cut, 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 cut. Ah! Okay. So, this thing.
yarn tail, you're gonna thread that yarn tail through the tapestry needle that came in your kit.
Okay. So. Ah! Yeah, I pulled it the wrong way. Where'd you go? Oh, here.
So you've finished the last stitch of the last round of your piece, and now we need to make what's called an invisible fasten off. So right now, this piece is gonna have a visible open edge on our plushie, and
Oh, this way.
I don't like how it looks like there's this gap, this jump between the first stitch of the
There.
round and the last stitch of the round. Doing the invisible fasten off is gonna smooth that so it looks like one nice smooth circle, and we're gonna do that by creating a fake horizontal V. To do the invisible fasten off, you're gonna need the tapestry needle that came in the envelope labeled the wee woobly bits that came in your kit.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Okay.
So first thing you gotta do is cut a yarn tail. And the way you tell how long to cut that yarn tail is that one, you want it to be at least 6 inches long. But if you're going to be attaching this piece to another piece, you need this yarn to be long enough
Whoa.
that you can use it to sew this piece onto the other piece.
Nice,
So it's
nice.
gotta be
I'll check it out.
at least 3 times the length of the edge of whatever piece is going to be sewn on, just to be safe. So I'm gonna cut it right around here. Then you can pull your hook away from the piece so that the loop that's on the hook gets really big until the yarn goes completely through that last stitch that you made. And then you can put your hook aside. You don't need that anymore. Now that you have a yarn tail, you're gonna thread that yarn tail through the tapestry needle. So the yarn tail is coming out of this horizontal V, and we want to put our needle under the second V of this round. So not the one marked by the orange stitch marker, because that was the first V of this round, but the one next to it. So we want to put the needle under the second horizontal V from the bottom up. Before we pull that through, let's just take out the stitch marker so it gets out of your way. So pull it, not too tight just yet. We're still gonna do one more step.
I feel like it does need to go through that one. I should have said not to, but it's kind of weird skipping it. Yeah, okay.
Last thing we gotta do is stick the needle under the back loop of the V that the yarn tail originally came out of. Let's take a look at your piece. This is the yarn tail that is currently threaded through your needle, and it is coming out of this horizontal V. So we want to put our needle under just the back loop, which is the side of the V that is further away from you. And again, we want to put the needle under that from the bottom up. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And
Oh,
now
I'm doing
you
this
can
too far
see
away.
This yarn tail is making a fake horizontal V. So pull it just tight enough so that this V is basically the same size as all the other V's around the rim of your piece. And that is the invisible fasten off. At this point, it should look like you've got 14 V's around the rim.
Okay, yes.
To sew one 3D piece onto another 3D piece, you first need to position where you want to attach it. So we want to attach the tail so that it spans rounds 14 to 17 of this main piece. And not just that, we also want the more angled side of the tail to be facing up. So the tail is not a completely even cone. There should be one side that looks a lot more angled than the other side. That's the side, the angle side, that should be facing up. So now to find rounds 14 to 17, remember we start from the very top. This is the head, this was round 1, and we're just gonna count until we find rounds 14 to 17. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So what we want to do is position the tail on the back middle of the body so that the tail looks like it's going to cover up rounds 14, 15, 16, and 17 when you sew it on.
Got it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay.
Now I'm going to demo with orange and blue yarn. So the orange piece is what's going to get attached to the blue piece, which is why I've threaded the yarn tail of the orange piece through a tapestry needle. And I'm holding the piece onto where I want it to get sewn onto, and the yarn tail of the piece that's getting attached lines up with some hole on the main piece. I'm going to put my needle into that hole on the main piece and pull the needle out 1 stitch away, or however many stitches away it needs to go, so that the needle will then be under the next V of the piece that's getting attached. So I'm going to do it over here and pull tight.
Oh, that was kind of confusing. But, oh, one more time.
Now I'm going to demo with orange and blue yarn. So the orange piece is what's going to get attached to the blue piece, which is why I've threaded the yarn tail of the orange piece through a tapestry needle. And I'm holding the piece onto where I want it to get sewn onto, and the yarn tail of the piece that's getting attached lines up with some hole on the main piece. I'm going to put my needle into that hole on the main piece and pull the needle out 1 stitch away, or however many stitches away it needs to go, so that the needle will then be under the next V of the piece that's getting attached. So
Hi Johnny! Thank you for the 4-month sub. How's it going? We're finishing up, hopefully finishing up Fred the dinosaur. Trying to attach his tail with care. So, okay. We need to... Nervous, guys. Nervous! I think... Okay, so this goes... here. Just through. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Look at it one more time. And then ooh ah. Ooh ah. Okay. Put her there. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work.
Next, I'm going to pull the needle up through the piece that's being attached from the bottom up under just the next V along the rim. And that V should basically be right on top of where the yarn tail is coming out of the main piece. And pull it tight.
What? So just like here, I guess?
put the needle into the body in exactly the same spot that it just came out of. You can tell where that is because you'll see the yarn tail coming out of there. And then, yet again, keep on holding your attachment where it's supposed to get sewn onto, and then bring the needle out one stitch of the piece it's being attached to, but still following the curve of the attachment, and pull tight. Keep repeating this pattern of bringing the needle up under the piece that's being attached and then back down into the piece it's being attached into in the same spot and moving one stitch over until you've done this all the way around the entire piece that is being attached. And remember to pull tight every time. Before you completely sew on this piece, you might want to lightly stuff it, then continue on. You're done when you've sewn every stitch of the attachment onto the main piece.
I don't know, guys. That's not the best tail.
And at this point, your yarn tail is probably pointing out of the piece. That's where you want to end at, because the next step is to put the needle in exactly the same hole it just came out of and pull it all the way through the entire piece so that the yarn tail gets stuck in the stuffing inside. Then pick up your scissors and cut that yarn tail as close as possible to the surface of the piece. And if you still see a little bit of that yarn tail, just squish your piece around until that yarn tail gets sucked up to the inside. Once you've sewn the tail on, the piece should look something like this.
I think I did it too high, but he looks kind of cute. I like it. Fred is wagging his tail. Ah, we still gotta do his arms and his little spikies and the things on his belly.
Let's make Fred's arms. I'm going to demo
we
orange
did need
yarn
more thread.
being attached to a blue piece, but you'll want to follow along with green yarn. So we got to learn a new technique. This is called the slip stitch join. It's how you add a new piece of yarn to an existing closed piece. So here I've got my yarn, I've laid it out on my table in a horizontal line. This is what I'm going to attach to the existing piece. Then I'm going to pick up the cutoff end and loop it once around itself so it intersects once, and then I'm going to take the other edge of the loop that I just made and fold it over the rest of the yarn like the page of a book. So now the rest of the yarn is going more or less through the middle of this loop. Then I'm going to pick up that yarn in the middle of the loop and then tug on the cutoff side of the yarn until a knot is formed. This is called a slip knot. Then we need to put the slip knot on the hook. So put this loop on the hook, and if you're right-handed, you want the knot to be to the left of the hook. And then you can adjust the sides of this loop by pulling on the yarn connected to the yarn ball. So you want to pull until the loop is basically the size of the tip of your hook.
Oh, almost dropped it.
Now insert the hook roughly under the eye between rounds 12 and 13. So remember to count the rounds. You start from the top. This ring is round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we're going to insert the hook from the back to the front of the body around a stitch.
Oh, I should do the other side. Let's put it here so it covers this gap.
Now yarn over and pull that yarn through everything. So the stitch that the hook just went under, as well as the loop that's on the hook. And that is a slip stitch join.
It's a slip stitch joint. Okay. What's insane? So then pull through.
Now make 3 chain stitches. This is abbreviated CH3. To do a chain stitch, simply hold the yarn like you normally would, yarn over, and bring the yarn through the loop on the hook. That was a chain stitch. That V you just made, that is what a chain stitch looks like. So do this 2 more times. So yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop on the hook, yarn over, and pull the hook through the loop on the hook.
Ah. Okay, 3.
Then put a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So first figure out where that second chain is. We've got the loop on the hook, it traces back into a V. That is the first chain from the hook. So the one that goes back into, that's the second chain from the hook. And when you crochet into a chain stitch, you actually want to put your hook under only the side of the V that's further away from you, which is technically called the back loop. And you want to make sure that you put your hook under only that loop, so now it looks like you have 2 loops on the hook. Then you're going to make a single crochet stitch like normal. So yarn over, pull the yarn through just that first loop because that's where you just put your hook under. So now you've got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again and pull through both loops on the hook. That was a single crochet stitch in the second chain from the hook. Single crochet into the next chain as well. So into that next V, remember, put the hook under only the back loop, the far side of the V. So it looks like you got 2 loops on the hook. Do a single crochet like normal, so yarn over, pull through the stitch, so you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again, pull through both loops on the hook. Then put a slip stitch in the same spot where you did that slip stitch join. So where all this mess of yarn is coming from. So this time you want to actually put your hook in from the front to the back of the body in exactly the same spot. And to do a slip stitch, simply yarn over and bring that yarn through everything. So the spot you just put the hook into, as well as the loop on your hook.
Like, oh no, so confusing. Here? This does not look like an arm.
Then fasten off. So yarn over and pull that yarn through the loop that's on the hook. Pause, put your piece down, grab some scissors, and what we're going to be doing is finishing this all now. So we want to cut this yarn tail to be about the same size as the other yarn tail to make it easy to work with. Then keep on pulling your hook away from the piece until that loop that was on the hook goes all the way through and becomes a knot. Pull tight.
Okay.
Then we need to hide the yarn tails inside the piece. So tie a knot with the 2 yarn tails, thread a needle with both of them to save yourself some time, and then stick the needle in exactly the same hole that the yarn tails are coming out of and pull it out some other side of the piece so that it gets stuck in the stuffing. And then just trim those yarn tails as close as possible to the surface of the piece, and then massage the piece so that those yarn tails get sucked up into the stitches.
There we go. Okay. Back through. Fred is waving with his one tiny arm. Hello, friends. Oh, we have to do another one, don't we?
Repeat all of that on the other side, and when you're done, Fred should look something like this.
Hi, Fred. Oh. Hold on.
Repeat all of that on the should look something like this. Then we need to hide the yarn tails inside. Then put a slip stitch in the same spot where you did that slip stitch join. Now insert the hook roughly under the eye between rounds 12. Now let's make Fred's arms. I'm going to demo orange yarn being attached to
arm number 2. This is some work. It is. My arms are actually getting tired.
So we gotta learn a new technique. This is called the slip stitch join. It's how you add a new piece of yarn to an existing closed piece. So here I've got
like
my yarn.
this?
I've laid it out on my table in a horizontal line. This is what I'm going to attach to the existing piece. Then I'm going to pick up the cutoff end and loop it once around itself so it intersects once. And then I'm going to take the other edge of the loop that I just made and fold it over the rest of the yarn like the page of a book. So now the rest of the yarn is going more or less through the middle of this loop. Then I'm going to pick up that yarn in the middle of the loop and then tug on the cut off side of the yarn until a knot is formed. This is called a slip knot.
Alright guys, let's give me on the test how to make a slip knot.
And at this point, your yarn...
Ah! Accidentally went back.
Then we need to put the slip knot on the hook. So put this loop on the hook, and if you're right-handed, you want the knot to be to the left of the hook. And then you can adjust the size of this loop by pulling on the yarn connected to the yarn ball. So you want to pull until the loop is basically the size of the tip of your hook. Now insert the hook roughly under the eye between rounds 12 and 13. So remember to count the rounds. You start from the top. This ring is round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hi, Santi!
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Thank you for the alert.
12, 13. And we're going to insert the hook from the back to the front of the body around a stitch.
Okay, yeah.
Now yarn over and pull that yarn through everything. So the stitch that the hook just went under, as well as the loop that's on the hook. And that is a slip stitch join.
Oh, some of Fred's stuffing's coming out. So is it this one? Oh. I think I need it. And pull it through. And I think we're gonna make 3 more loops.
Now make 3 chain stitches. This is abbreviated CH3. To do a chain stitch, simply hold the yarn like you normally would, yarn over, and bring the yarn through the loop on the hook. That was a chain stitch. That V you just made, that is what a chain stitch looks like. So do this 2 more times. So yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop on the hook, yarn over, and pull the hook through the loop on the hook. Then put a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So first figure out where that second chain is. We've got the loop on the hook, it traces back into a V. That is the first chain from the hook. So the one that goes back into, that's the second chain from the hook. And when you crochet into a chain stitch, you actually want to put your hook under only the side of the V that's further away from you, which is technically called the back loop. And you want to make sure that you put your hook under only that loop. So now it looks like you have 2 loops on the hook. Then you're going to make a single crochet stitch like normal. So yarn over, pull the yarn through just that first loop because that's where you just put your hook under. So now you've got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again, and pull through both loops on the hook. That was a single crochet stitch in the second chain from the hook.
Wait, was the second one in there? I was also confident, and then I didn't listen.
Now make 3 chain stitches. This is abbreviated CH.
Chain stitches.
Then put a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So first, figure out where that second chain is. We've got the loop on the hook. It traces back into a V. That is the first chain from the hook. So the one that goes back into, that's the second chain from the hook. And when you crochet into a chain stitch, you actually want to put your hook under only the side of the V that's further away from you, which is technically called the back loop. And you want to make sure that you put your hook under only that loop. So now it looks like you have 2 loops on the hook. Then you're going to make a single crochet stitch like normal. So yarn over, pull the yarn through just that first loop because that's where you just put your hook under. So now you've got 2 loops on the hook.
Okay.
Yarn over again and pull through both loops on the hook. That was a single crochet stitch in the second chain from the hook.
All right, next.
Single crochet into the next chain as well. So into that next V, remember, put the hook under only the back loop, the far side of the V. So it looks like you got 2 loops on the hook. Do a single crochet like normal, so yarn over, pull through the stitch, so you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again, pull through both loops on the hook. Then put a slip stitch in the same spot where you did that slip stitch join. So where all this mess of yarn is coming from. So this time you want to actually put your hook in from the front to the back of the body in exactly the same spot. And to do a slip stitch, simply yarn over and bring that yarn through everything. So the spot you just put the hook into, as well as the loop on your hook.
Oh, what is this? What I'm pulling? Oh god. Oh god. Yes, this is it. And push here.
Then fasten off. So yarn over and pull that yarn through the loop that's on the hook. Pause, put your piece down, grab some scissors, and what we're going to be doing is finishing this all now. So we want to cut this yarn tail to be about the same size as the other yarn tail to make it easy to work with. Then keep on pulling your hook away from the piece until that loop that was on the hook goes all the way through and becomes a knot. Pull tight. Then we need to hide the yarn tails inside the piece. So tie a knot with the 2 yarn tails, thread a needle with both of them to save yourself some time, and then stick the needle in exactly the same hole that the yarn tails are coming out of and pull it out some other side of the piece so that it gets stuck in the stuffing. And then just trim those yarn tails as close as possible to the surface of the piece, and then massage the piece so that those yarn tails get sucked up into the stitches.
Alright guys, Fred is ready to give you a hug. With his two little wibbly wobbly arms. The stitches are a little loose around his tummy. I wonder if I can fix that. Give him a little tummy tuck. What's left? The second arm. Great job. Now we need the spikes.
Next up, the spikes. Grab your yellow yarn and make 5 of these. One
Yellow
thing I
yarn.
want to show you is that when you do the invisible fasten off, it's going to take your piece from looking like a circle into a cone, which is exactly what you want to happen. So don't worry that it bends like that. So notice how when I finish that invisible fasten off, all of a sudden my flat shape becomes like a little pita pocket. Also, if you haven't already, make sure that you flip your piece inside out so that the right side of the piece is facing out.
Okay. Ma'am? I don't remember how to do a magic loop. Could we talk about that again? I want to make the magic loop.
The magic loop is a common way to start round things because there's no hole in the middle of this piece. Because plushies have stuffing in them, and we don't want the stuffing inside to be seen, plushies are usually started with a magic loop. But it's also one of the trickiest techniques in crochet, so there are trade-offs. All that to say, if you don't understand how to make the magic loop on your first try, that is totally normal. Just watch the videos super closely to make sure you're following exactly what they show you. Every little detail of making a magic loop really matters.
Why? Where's my easy loop I did earlier?
First, we gotta learn how to hold the yarn. So take the cut off piece of yarn and hold it in your right hand. And take your left palm and face it to you. Hold this cut off piece of yarn in front of your palm and then wrap it once around your pinky. So now the cut off end is behind your hand. Then drape that over your index finger. It's looking like how you normally hold on to the yarn, but here's the small difference. You're gonna actually wrap it once around your index finger as well so that it crosses like an X in front of your index finger.
Oh.
Now hold on to that intersection point with your thumb.
Got it.
Now use your right hand to pull the right edge of this loop off of your index finger. And you might want to rearrange your hand so that actually you're holding on to the intersection point with your thumb and your middle finger. That way you can use your index finger to control the tension.
Oh, I see. Like this. And then like this. Hello, Premu! How's it going? How you doing, Prem?
Now take your hook and put it in this loop from the front to the back so that it looks like the hook is crossing from the right to the left of the loop. And just like you always have it, you want the hook to be in front of the working yarn.
Oh, baby steps.
Now you're going to rotate your hook so that the tip of the hook is facing away from you. It should face the working yarn so that you can grab onto this working yarn. You're going to pull the working yarn back through the loop that you just put your hook into. And not only are you going to pull it through that loop, you're also going to rotate your hook to face you again as you pull it through that loop. And then push your hook off to the left so that your new loop is nice and secure.
I dropped it. I did too slow. Let's see. So pull it through here. Just gotta put it back up here. Okay.
On your hook.
Okay.
We're not going to stop there because if you let go, everything's going to fall apart. you're gonna want to do a chain stitch. So yarn over and then pull that yarn through the loop that's on your hook. Then push your hook off to the left again to secure the new single loop on your hook. And now, if you were to let go of the piece in your left hand, everything should stay intact. And congratulations, you have made the magic loop. And now for the tricky part, which is how do you put single crochet stitches into this loop?
Pull. Cannot get it through this loop. Ah, got it. I made the loop. Hello, Lazy. Thank you for the check-in. How's it going? Oh, my loop's too... Oh, I can actually make it a little tighter. Like my loop's too loopy. I want to do this 5 times.
Start making the single crochet stitches in the magic loop. From here on out, whatever single crochet stitches you make, count towards the number of single crochet stitches the pattern tells you to put in there. So hold on to the yarn like you normally would. And this time, when you hold onto the piece, you want to hold onto it with your thumb and middle finger so that you're holding on to this loop that used to be on your index finger, as well as the yarn tail. You want that yarn tail to be on the left side of the magic loop. You're going to hold on to the bottom of the circle so that you can still put your hook inside this loop that used to be on your index finger.
Oh, it's a tutorial. Yeah, I'm listening to the tutorial. Thank you for the blood donation. I'm learning to crochet, so I'm watching a tutorial at the same time for the woobles.
So you should still have a little loop on your hook, and you're gonna put this hook now into the loop, the magic loop, from the front to the back, and push it off to the left. So your working yarn is behind the hook, just like it normally is, and it should look like you've got 3 strands of yarn on the hook.
These are so short.
Yarn over by bringing the hook down and under the working yarn and then behind it, and grab onto the working yarn. The tip of the hook should be facing you. And now we are going to pull this yarn through just the first 2 strands that are crossing the hook. So we're bringing the yarn back through the yarn tail and the loop that the hook just went under. And when I bring it through, I am going to rotate the hook down so that the yarn stays on my hook, and then rotate the hook to face me again when I pull up the second loop. And I'm going to push my hook off to the left so that I secure this new loop on my hook. I should have 2 loops on the hook, and I should still be holding on to the magic loop and the yarn tail with my left thumb and middle finger. You're halfway through the single crochet stitch. Now yarn over again and pull that yarn through both loops on the hook. So you should be left with 1 loop on the hook. And congratulations, you have made the first single crochet stitch in this magic loop.
Shh, I haven't. It's hard. Oh, yeah, got it. Pull it through.
Take a moment to mark the very first stitch that you just made with a stitch marker so that future you will know where to start the first stitch of round 2. So if you turn to look at the rim of this piece, you'll see the loop for your hook traces back into a V. That is the first single crochet stitch that you just made. So put your stitch marker under that V. Now you're going to make the rest of the single crochet stitches You're going to make a total of however many your pattern says to make. So in this case, I'm going to make 6 of them, which means I need to make 5 more. So when you get back into crocheting position, remember that you want to hold on to the magic loop with your thumb and your middle finger and keep the yarn tail off to the left side of this loop. You're going to stick your hook in exactly the same spot. You're going to stick it into this loop and push it off to the left so it looks like you've got 3 strands of yarn on the hook. Yarn over. Bring that yarn back under the yarn tail and the left side of that loop so it looks like you've got 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again and bring that through both loops on the hook so you're left with 1 loop on the hook. You've done the second single crochet stitch. To do the rest of the stitches in the magic loop, keep doing the exact same thing. You're adding stitches to the left of the previous stitches, and the key is making sure that 1, you constantly crochet over both the yarn tail on the left and the left side of the magic loop, and 2, you don't let the loop get twisted. To do that, try to only move your hook hand. Don't wiggle around your yarn hand. So when you're done, it's going to look probably nothing like a circle of stitches, and that's okay. I'm going to show you how to turn this into a circle.
Okay, 3 or 2. What's 3? You want to get more space. Come on. Okay. 4.
So to turn this into what looks like a circle of stitches, we're going to put the hook down, and then you're going to hold on to some of these V's with your right hand, and then hold on to the yarn tail with your left hand, and pull the 2 in opposite directions. This is the magical part, and you're probably going to have to tug harder than you expect to be able to pull this all into a circle where there's no hole in the middle. Ta-da! Here is your magic loop with 6 single crochet stitches in it.
Oh, okay.
So to turn this into what looks like a circle of stitches, we're going to put the hook down, and then you're going to hold on to some of these V's with your right hand, and then hold on to the yarn tail with your left hand, and pull the 2 in opposite directions. This is the magical part, and you're probably going to have to tug harder than you expect to be able to pull this all into a circle where there's no hole in the middle. Ta-da! Here is your magic loop with 6 single crochet stitches in it.
Magic loop! Oh my god. I have to make 5 of these. I don't think I'm going to make all 5 on stream. I'm going to make 1. Should I do all 5? I don't know. Did that take me too long? To answer your question, yes, back to main tutorial. So we have to make 6 of these, and then there's only one more step to making loops. It's gonna make 6 loops here. really is 1, 2. I don't even feel like this can be. Oh, it's increase. It's a single increase. Okay. So, all right, take this off now. Now we're starting. Single. I think this is the next one. Single and then increase. Ah! One, two, three, four, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna make one more. Visible fasten off, leaving a long tail.
Then attach the spikes to the middle of the dinosaur's back. You want to start with attaching the one that's at the tip of the tail and leave 1 to 2 rounds between each spike. You might need to actually give a little bit more space between these two, where the tail goes into the body, so that the spikes look a bit more evenly spaced.
Make this one bigger too. Oh. There we go. I'm pretty happy with this. So I guess to attach it, just get this off, this through. We didn't put the stuffing in the tail. Oops. I forgot. Okay, so I guess to attach the little spiky guy, it's gonna be the same as the tail. Where we we don't use this. We use this. Okay. I think I can do this part. Hopefully. Alright, pull it through here. Or actually, no. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Bum 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 bum. Eh. Here, I want it to be. Yeah, going this way, that way. No, wait. Why did it be like this? Oh, I actually wanted to go the other way. This way. What? Sorry. Fred, stay still. Oh, I don't think I made this long enough. Keep pulling it through. Note to self, make the next one longer. Ah. Wobbling only makes it more painful. You're gonna be okay, Fred. You're gonna be okay. There. Okay. There. Come on. Which one is it? Aha. No, it's finally getting it. Actually, that's not the right hole. No one saw me holding that upside down. There. Okay. Let's do like one or two more. Hang in there, Fred. Just like one or two more. Okay, that should be good. I'm just gonna put it through here. Through itself. You make it like a knot here. Oh. So we need to make, that was kind of painful. Well, not really painful, but it was more time consuming than I thought. We gotta make 4 more of these. Or you guys can see here, he's got like one here, here. He also has belly marks. I wonder if we can just do that real quick. Already 11.
Now for the finishing touch, embroidering the belly. Thread a tapestry needle with an arm's length of yellow yarn, and then stick the needle somewhere off to the side of the dino and bring it out 1 stitch to the left of the the dinosaur's right arm and pull that through until we've got about 6 inches left of the yarn tail.
An arm's length of yarn? One more time.
Now for the finishing touch, embroidering the belly. Thread a tapestry needle with an arm's length of yellow yarn, and then stick the needle somewhere off to the side of the dino and bring it out 1 stitch to the left of the dinosaur's right arm and pull that through until we've got about 6 inches left of the yarn tail.
This will fix its belly.
Then put the needle into the body, 1 stitch to the right of the left arm, and pull it out 1 round down and 1 hole a little bit to the left of that.
Oh, I see. Look here. And then here.
Then put the needle a little bit to the right of the right edge of the previous line. So we're making a slightly wider line. And now we're going to start an even wider line. So bring the needle out 1 round down and again a little bit off to the right. And pull just tight enough so that you've got a nice line that's flat on the body. Keep on doing this pattern, but for the 4th and 5th stripe, you're actually going to bring the needle a little bit in because you want to make some narrower stripes. So the 4th stripe is narrower than the 3rd, and the 5th stripe is even narrower than the 4th.
Wait. Wait. Oh, yeah. Actually, this one's supposed to be narrower, so it goes through here, but I need to change which one it comes out of. It needs to be less. Okay. So it go through here, but then it'll go down here.
To finish that last stripe, stick the needle in that last point and then bring it out of the same hole that the needle originally went into the body. So now both yarn tails are coming out of the same hole. And then you'll want to tie a knot with both yarn tails, thread the needle with both yarn tails to speed things up. And if it helps, you can also trim the longer of the yarn tails to make it a little easier to work with. And then you're just gonna hide the yarn tails inside the piece by sticking the needle in the same hole that the yarn tails are currently coming out of and pulling it out on some other side of the piece. Remember to cut the yarn tails as close as possible to the surface of the piece and then massage it so the yarn tails disappear inside of the piece.
This one's pretty short. I don't know. What? That should be good. Oh, almost pulled out the other one. Again. Okay. These actually go through. Floof them out. Oh, wait a second. I was gonna leave like a little mark over here. How do we avoid that? I feel like I missed something.
To finish that last stripe, stick the needle in that last point and then bring it out of the same hole that the needle originally went into the body. So now both yarn tails are coming out of the same hole. And then you'll want to tie a knot with both yarn tails, thread the needle with both yarn tails to speed things up. And if it helps, you can also trim the longer of the yarn tails to make it a little easier to work with. And then you're just gonna hide the yarn tails inside the piece by sticking the needle in the same hole that the yarn tails are currently coming out of and pulling it out on some other side of the piece. And remember to cut the yarn tails as close as possible to the surface of the piece, and then massage it so the yarn tails disappear inside of the piece.
I see, I see, I see. Okay, went in. We're in, okay, same hole. That's why it's not visible. Push through. Now. Now I cut it through here. Give Fred a little massage. Oh my god, look at it! Yes, I still need to do the other little spikies, but you know, not too bad for my first crochet project. Friend! He is our friend. He's got a little yellow still sticking out. There you go. Oh my god. What a project. You know, it's supposed to take, what, 2 hours? 2 to 3 hours? Oh, 3 to 8 hours. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm sure more on the 8 hour run. This was definitely not a speed run to make our friend Fred. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. I'm gonna finish off these little stitches probably tomorrow off stream. And then I'll post a picture when he's ready. And who knows, maybe we'll do Sebastian, finish him on stream. Where is he? We'll finish Sebastian on stream next. He might be a little harder actually because of the little lion mane. But isn't he cute? Oh, he's upside down for you guys. Make a friend for our friend Fred. Yeah! Oh my god, I can't believe we crocheted for 3.5 hours. Ugh. I'm stretching right now because that was a work. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, well now I was thinking about gaming a little bit, but oh, I am tired. Hope you guys enjoyed the crocheting crafting stream. I'm having fun doing them, so hope you guys like watching them. Maybe we'll do another one next week and work on Sebastian. Oh no, wait, next weekend I'm gonna be busy. I don't know. I'll make my schedule later, tomorrow at some point, most likely. But thank you guys for watching. It was fun to watch. Oh, I'm glad. Our Fred, where can I put him so you guys can see? Fred, not looking too shabby. Little dinosaur. Thank you for a stream, of course. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And my next stream will be, I think, on Tuesday. Yeah, because tomorrow's Mother's Day, so I won't be streaming. But I'll probably finish up Fred, maybe work on some stuff before I go see my family. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Get some good sleep. You know, if you haven't had dinner yet, please eat dinner. I think I might have a snack because I had pizza late. But I'm only a little bit hungry. Alright guys, have a good night. Hopefully see you on Tuesday. Schedule will be up tomorrow. Have a good night, my precious acorns. Until next time. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh wait. Fred wants to give you a kiss too. Mwah, 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 mwah. He says bye-bye. Bye everyone. Have a good night. Bye.